from Kathmandu in Nepal. We are going to start with Gemini. I will timestamp them immediately so everything press. So starting out with Gemini first. All right. I actually did put up a live free spread, but YouTube love to make mountains today. They doubled. I think they doubled what it cost to be a member of YouTube to cut out the commercials. They are blocking half our videos now these days. And my gear is getting old. I'm getting old. So then again, there are changes again, which is positive. We have the 3-minute videos also now is possible to do. But there are so many changes. They come so fast that you really got to have Gemini brain in order to follow up with it. So let's see what Gemini have going on in your life right now. Remember, it's not a one-to-one read, it's a general read. If you feel attracted to this specific read, this one, done well. We're starting with a house. Some of you could be house hunting. For some reason, it could be how the house looks like. But I'm trying not to say what the other tarot card reader said. Spirit says, well, I was thinking it. Look out for rooms that can have what we call rota, you know, those tiny mud things that sometimes come because things are too wet, moist. It's been repainted. That's the first thing that comes up to me in regards to that. You have 4 on this one, so it's time now. If you're looking for a place, because the inflation and it won't go down anytime soon. If you're looking for a place, time is now. King, also we have King of Cups here, Scorpio, we have Cancerian. So the Scorpio is also warning you in regards to a place to live. If you find a new place, he's warning you. Check the contract, check every corner of the house, okay? I don't get anything particular in regards to electricity, but I get more like check the pipes, check anything, you know, like I said, things could, you know, you could have a really old wall and maybe they just paint over. So just have a look at this one, okay guys? Anyway, wherever you have a Gemini placement, this could be your read. Sometimes, you know, it can be your read without Gemini. If you're looking for a house, anyway, that's pretty much. Hello Tim, long time no see. Arushi, Caro. Yes, so I don't get any specific strange with the electronics in this particular read. I don't get, no. It's more, you know, especially also there could be hidden water, currency sometimes, and could affect the health. So if you're looking for a house right now, if you're looking to move, especially if you are a Gemini, you should just keep an eye on where the place is. Is it close to a swamp? Is it close to a place where there is a lot of rain? make sure that this place is completely dry. I'm not saying you shouldn't check the electricity, I'm just getting a like, this is what you need to look out for. Okay? I'm still in Nepal, Arushi, that's correct. Have the nice cute little cozy. So I'm good with my cute little cozy place for some time more, and then in the end of the month we will see if there will be any changes. I don't like to promote my plans because there are genes everywhere, right? Okay, so let's have a look at your what's crossing your sun right now. What is it that sun is looking for? All right. Lilies. Well, we talked a little bit about this. The lilies, they symbolize sexuality, basically. And again, we have a Scorpio here. We have 3. So I'm not going to think or suggest 3. So someone could be born on the 3rd, like as in 3rd of November, Scorpio. Tim and me, we are born 3rd of November, so it doesn't have to be worse than that. Something about number 3. Number 3 is also Gemini energy. Someone could be thinking a lot about kinky stuff. Let's move on and see what's hidden under your moon in regards to emotions. The Gilded Cage, huh? Well, actually, it is the community that you. If you live, let's say, in a complex, or if you live in an area where you constantly have to walk on eggshells because of people have rules for everything. You can't bring in anyone visiting, you can't have sleepovers, you cannot smoke inside. For me, that's fine. I'm a loner. But sometimes the rules can go on our nerves. Like me, I like to be awake in the night. I like to play Judas Priest 4 o'clock in the morning and maybe spliff myself. You never know. Truth to be told, living in a complex can be a headache. So there could be some stuff going on now in regards to, it could stress you out a little bit, things that are going on in the community where we need to meet, we need to talk, there's stuff we need to do, and see you feeling a little bit cornered here by that situation. You're not sure what you think or feel about it. We do have a major transition here, so again, it could be that you are in fact looking for a house. We also have strong Cancerian energy. It's the card, I feel, of becoming a mother. Many does not necessarily agree with me, but I did a major read the other day about someone who are there is someone out there now who are humping a lot. The read the other day, it was like everything that has to do with making babies, it was written everywhere. And this one is also, you know, a lot in this field. That could also be 2 comes 3, of course. Let's see if there is anything else I need to know here for Gemini. Oh, Gemini. Someone wants your head, basically. Someone wants your head. Maybe this is someone you can't stand. Very often these energies goes both ways. Someone says forgive. Abraham Hicks says you don't have to forgive. Someone says what I would say in agreement with is there is really nothing to forgive, because it's all just a big dream. However, there is someone here who wants your head on a silver plate. All right, and I have a feeling they could be a part of the community that you live in. They could be around you. She could be a fire sign, he or she. She's, you know, it's very strong emphasis on a she, but there is emphasis on Aries energy here. Again, doesn't have to be any of those. Coming out with a lot of fire, a lot of poisonous word. Is not afraid of insulting someone in public. This is someone who they have no soul. They are, you know, they poison you, basically. They can say things that are so hurtful. And what I worry about here, this could be someone you actually have strong love for. Someone you think you know them, but you don't. They are actually placed on the field of this. Venus, the love goddess. So Venus, she represents how we love. So the question is, Gemini, is this how you love right now? That you want your lover's head on a stake? Or is this how your lover is about to take your head? In that case, I would assume that relationship is over. Anyway, some Gemini here could be dating a demon, you know. This is beyond narcissism. This is psychopath, complete psychopath with zero heart. I've seen their eyes go black. Everything is just too brown, Star Kid. A long time no see. Bienvenido, Silvano, Senor Sardanel. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for your rose. And hello, Gotami. Namaste. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you all. Good with little company. Thank you so much, Gotami. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah, I tried to do a free spread today. But I'm operating from a 4-year-old iPhone, and it's against me. I'm just happy as long as it's still rolling, and I can still talk with you guys. Anyway, I'm trying to focus on the read here, but a few chit chats doesn't matter, you know. Gemini also, real Gemini ascendant, so I can resonate a lot. A lover that hates you. A lover which is a snake. Because no matter what people say, the cards that are made by Lenormand, they are not open for any interpretations, any, oh, maybe it's the Kundalini energy, maybe it's the serpent of wisdom. No, the one who created the Lenormand set the rules. It's like when you play Ludo, you don't start making your own rules. In that case, you could play cards and you make the rule on, you know, before you're moving on. So when Lenormand says that the snake in my specific deck is pure evil, it is pure evil. It's not the fox. Fox is a fake person. The snake is the devil. He's worse than the devil. The devil in the tarot card can simply be just obsessive ideas and unhealthy thoughts and habits. But this is the real devil. So, what are you thinking about? Especially this goes for the male. Someone here wants to start up new love with you, Gemini. So you could be in a situation where you might already be in a partnership with someone who are, you know, like you're locked. I was going to say, like you're locked. You already have this karmic chain which refuses you to, you know, it just won't be alone. Usually, well, actually, I said I'm not to make a double deck on the Lenormand deck, but I'm curious. What's up with the house? Why is there a snake here that wants that's under the law? Because that's quite. Some of you are in the bed. Some of you are in bed with a collector. I don't know. Alicia, happy new year, Alicia. So happy to see you. I was going to send you a small gift, but a lot of stuff going on here. So yeah, we are currently on Gemini. Wherever you have Gemini placed in your chart, check it out. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, so having strong Virgo, I don't think would necessarily do it. But check your third house, mainly ascendant, especially Venus. What's up with Venus here? So we are going to have a look at that house. If you're looking for a new house now, like I said, keep an eye. And here we have the key. Some of you already have got the key to the house. Or maybe you're giving the key away. You have 33. So some of you have the most holy of keys. Okay? And something is going to pay off here that has to do with the properties. There is a profit here, okay, because of hard work. And that key could simply be, I mean, the house here could simply be a result of you putting in all the effort, and now some of you already have the key, or I see that for some of you this could be in a very close future. So in regards to the Kiki Lilies, let's just call it what it is. When the Lenormand card was made, and still to this day we don't paint vaginas and lingams on our cards as they are naturalistic. They're not even allowed to show. We use symbols. So the lilies are the lilies. It's the feminine. It symbolizes sexuality, mostly the feminine here. So there could be a pregnancy involved for some of you. Some of you are thinking of moving in with a lover. We do have some authority here, and I see you wanting to take a break. It could be that you take a break for someone, if you are with someone who are not just a narcissist, but psychopath, hey, Hannibal Lecter. Like I said, if you are with him and you finally realize very often the most charming one, the one we fall in love with, we wouldn't believe that someone who are that, that kind would be that evil. And I told you this before. They were taking a test with 10 people and to ask if you could guess which one was the most, which one was the real sociopath, the psychopath. And I learned my lesson. So I said it have to be the biker guy who's in a wheelchair, because he's got this lovely, gullible energy like Santa Claus, you know. He seems out. It was the gullible biker guy who looked like Santa Claus who turns out to be the psychopath. So I learned my lesson, and that is, no matter how much you love someone, someone have a side which is hidden so well that it's impossible to detect it. There is authority here. Maybe some of you have did this and you realize that, oh, maybe it's time to go. The number 20 is attached to this card, which equals to trying to get some formalities in regards to detach from this individual, get away from him or her. So there could be legalities, because when it comes to the sexuality here in the intimate, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say the word. How else should I pronounce it? YouTube is blocking half 50% of the videos today. So, but things here that if you finally discover that and that for some of you there is pregnancy, or if you've discovered that and of course take what resonates, that the person you're with is not Santa Claus. He could be very beautiful. He could be very beautiful. But you can't let him or her know that you know. You have to keep it cool. And when you bring in the authority, you have to do it in a manner where you get full protection. However, these people are brilliant at making sure there is no proof. I see you fear a group here of people, or they are giving you a little bit noise. And yeah, here you have the anchor twice. So there could be a chain here, a contract, something that holds you back. And frankly, to be said, frankly here, this is giving you a nightmare. Yeah, we have also 9 of Swords here. This is giving you sleepless nights, this group of people. Like I said, take what resonates. Because if it resonates, the second card or the Celtic cross could contain a solution. So somehow, maybe you have this house. I had to, when I was only 20, and I was forced, not directly, but indirectly, to be with someone that I didn't want to be with them. And I told them that. But the group of people that was to be our friends, they turn out to be more his. So they all turn cold. Instead of me thinking that these people are shitty, I would let myself with the tail between my legs go in, and he would anchor me. And wherever I lived, because I was not allowed to have people over, he would just follow me. And I said, I'm not allowed to have people here. I don't care. So I ended up being forced to live under the apartment of his mother. Okay, so this story doesn't have to be anything near to you, but I felt chained to the situation, and I didn't know how to say, I don't want you, I don't want this. I came home from school, he would have his friends over and they would be drinking, smoking, and I would sit there and, you know, I want to have an education. He tried, I was positive influencer on him, would try to do the same, however, he fell out. I was martial art, he would also do some kind of martial art, he fell out. In the end, this nature, I wouldn't say he was a psychopath, I would say that. Not in this case, no. He was more like, you know, 3 years old, the age gap also too big. I would say just plain old selfish and do as the other do. Asshole, you know, asshole. And using manipulative tricks to keep me there. So I was chained, and what I did was that I found a place behind his back. So that story, I've seen many women go through that, a similar story as that. However, there was no pregnancy or any stuff like that involved. But here we see the transition. For some of you, it involved a pregnancy. And I see that for some of you, it's the main reason that you choose to leave. Okay, so yeah, Alicia, just send me your question on a mail. I'll make one for you later or tomorrow if you want to. I'm not sure how this thing works one-to-one person. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I have to continue doing it. But I actually had a plan to read. I've already sent out 2 reads for my closest friends. Tim got 1 read, and my Rastas got 1 read, and I was planning to send out 1 to you and a couple of other friends. It's hard to make long though, but if you want to do a one-to-one, I'm on Skype as well. Anyway, for some here, let me back it. For some here, that the transition can have to do with a child which is on its way, or you want children and you realize you don't want to chain yourself to someone like this. You're looking for stability. You could have met someone in their 30s maybe, young, handsome, you know. Is this a king or is this okay? They could be a little bit older. Sometimes it's so hard to see the difference between a knight and a king. However, there is one here. Maybe he's been married before. It could be that someone here wants to have a child. This is a Scorpio energy. Someone claim it's Cancerian, okay? Now let's have a look at this person we found under, it's like you have a rock. It's like you have a house with beautiful tiles, everything looks perfect, and then one day you realize you need to swap one of the tiles. It's something strange with it, and under there is a poisonous snake. And it takes it down. So this person is making a lot of bullshit for you. I hope you are not the one who wants to travel towards them. However, you will be met by a mountain. If this person is trying to travel towards you, Gemini, you need. I know one Gemini who have to deal with a demon, and you need to understand that if you keep yourself safe as you've done so far, it will take a lot of effort for them to reach you, because this could be someone that you love. The love is everywhere. Do you see the heart shape on this leaf? Love is everywhere, and it's a strange little thing, this thing about love, because there are people who love us, who are obsessed with us, who are kind, and we don't understand why we kind of you. All right, so Alicia, I want a general guidance, any message coming through for me through you. All right, I'll do that. So I'll do that either tonight or tomorrow. All right, so if you have, because sometimes we love people who are horrible. They're horrible to us, or they are just horrible in general. So the world is a little bit weird like that we anchor or you know, like I said, there are people who would do everything for me to go towards them, and they hang on to me for years. And you could pretty much say that I'm the bad guy in regards to breadcrumbing them, but it's more like I don't want to hurt their feelings and say, hey, what I really feel about them, it would crush them. So I'm like, okay, you keep a dream, maybe you will get it one day, because some of them are, you know, they are masters, genius at some stuff, but they are teenagers when it comes to love. This person, Hannibal Lecter, in the love section of Gemini, they will have issues if they are away from you now, if you have managed to escape them in and find a beautiful house, because I know this story to be true to at least one gem, except with the pregnancy part. I don't know anything about that. The stork, as we call it, doesn't have, he just wants to nest. It's not always about pregnancy. I just see that there is some sexuality attached to this, and that could be this. I get strongly that most of it, maybe 60% in this case, is male. Not all of it is male, but it's a male who will try to come in and say, hey, let's start all over again. Gemini, you know, sometimes I can be angry, blah, blah, blah. Yes, and someone here, this person could want or try to trap you. If it's a woman, they can trap you with a child. Get knocked up, trying to nest with you. And in that case, she will be the snake. Trapping someone with a child, it's not a pure evil thing to do. Many men would say that, but the need to procreate for a woman. Have you seen cats when they get their time? It's like trying to drown them, you know, the extreme, the to procreate for women and men. But now let's talk about the women. It's so strong that they would input on one man, and if both things are there, he's the one, he's got the perfect genealogy, and he's the one who's going to deliver, he's the one who's going to be the father of my child. I don't care, because back in the head they would think, oh, he's going to love the baby, he wouldn't want it to be different, they will forgive me. So here it's like hunger. It's like hunger. If you have no money and you are hunger, the instincts will take over. Does it make it right that you know you are fertile and you pretend you are on the pill and you do that? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's a fair thing. And you should be able to, you know, you're not an animal. So you are an animal, but you are a higher being than just an animal. You are capable of self-reflect. And so in your case, because I see that, yeah, there is a child involved, and sometimes in this case I get that there is trying to trap you. I get this sometimes. That means I need to know what the tarot reader. There is an extra message here for you. All right, so let's take the unicorns. They usually just have good news. See what that extra message for you is. So as you can see, I channel very often when we get, when we are drowning in the things we do, we are like fully present. And of course, there could be a child which is already involved in the situation. So, however, what I get here is that someone here wants to have a new beginning with you. I just hope that this is not the same person which is under Venus. And that is especially if it's a Taurus or a Libra is what I get, or if they have a strong, high, very influential Venus aspect. Okay, so Archangel Raziel, the Magician here, and we have 2 of Cups in reversed. There is a separation here. The Magician, I've already made a couple of versions of the Magician. One is the trickster and one is the real deal, as the real wizard is the Wizard of Oz, and one is like Gandalf, you know. He is, for me, Hermes is what I get, like a version of Hermes. It could be that some of you, some of you could try to throw some kind of magic in order to, because for some of you this is a nightmare, trying to get rid of this. By the way, we are soon jumping over to Libra and in the end Aquarius. Let's see with a simple Celtic crosshair what this story is about. I'm amazed on how specific the Lenormand decks can be especially when you use two different decks, how they can make a story so accurate even to what you can resonate from the past. Here we have a hitchhiker. So we also have the man here. Some of you have two people to choose between, and they both want love, you love. One of them is a little darker, one of them is Caucasian, one of them could be everything else but Caucasian, okay? Dark skin, black hair, okay? I'm just going to do a quick read on who the snake is, so we have a clue about, okay? The male, popping up here, I don't know about them, but let's have a quick look on the characteristics of the snake and what you need to look out for. What are the characteristics and the Venus of this? A sociopath is someone, they don't hide easily. They explode too fast. They are not capable of, being a Hannibal. How do I know all this? I'm a Scorpio, so tropical Scorpio. So sometimes we have phase where we try to understand the darkness. Another here is it's time to reap what you sow. It's time to get rid of certain situations and people in your life. So show me the character traits of this uber sociopathic. No, I like I said, the sociopath, no. Snake moves slowly and they watch you, and they only attack if they feel threatened or if they're hungry and they see that you yummy. All right, let's see. Who is this sociopath? Who is the snake? Not sociopath, right? Like I just said, sociopath is different. They explode. They can't control their anger, and you can feel the electricity in the. It's so simple. They can't even make a choice. When you're looking in the menu for some food, they can explode out of the blue. I don't know, they can explode because of the way you keep your finger. Subconsciously, you don't know why your finger is like this. The Hannibal Lecter one, you can live with one for decades. And after their death, they might find hundreds of corpses under your house. You're like, what? I didn't get that. They love you, or they can have some weird sense of obsessive kind of love, which is usually attached to their mothers and could be transferred over to their partner. So like, I don't want to kill my partner because she's also kind of my mom. They have a very strong mommy complex, many of them. I'm not sure you're familiar with the Ed Gein case. But he's the one that inspired the story of the Chainsaw Massacre. It wasn't that bad in real life, but it was bad. And what they all have in common, I'm not saying you are dating a cannibal here, I'm not saying that. There are many levels of psychopath. What I'm saying here at the level on this one is high. Okay, it's from 0 to 10, and we have a 5 cycle. This is above 5. This between 5 and 10 level cycle, and that's bad, because we all have small sociopathic traits. Like, we need to filter out all the crap going on in the world in order to, because if not, if I'm going to cry over every being or think about every being that I've seen being harmony in my life and all the things I have done to harm other people, I wouldn't be able to get out of the. And that's the part where you take the key and you say, okay, lock that part. Try to forget it, which we incarnate in this life. We wouldn't be able to stand or walk or think if we're going to remember all the evils done to us. But the worst part of evils are the evils that we have done in this life and in other lives. By your hand. Or words that hurt others. That's the worst karma, to know that you are the one who did that. Alright, so let's take a look at your person, this snake. Who could they be? If you have any doubts, we will find more traits. Any use with the astrological cards? Anyway, no, I have a tower of cards here. So we do have Four of Swords in reversed. They are very restless. They don't have time for meditation. They are very out of focus. They claim that you betrayed them. If you somehow are trying to leave them, or if you have left them, they see this as a betrayal because you are their possession. So this is someone you might never get rid of them. I hope for you that you are resourceful enough and they are not so resourceful, so they can follow you around. If they can follow you around the world, they probably have enough resources to have your head on it. But this is a dangerous case. They can't come to you. The mountain is in between of them. There is a mountain. I see some of you have full spirit protection, because most certainly a lot of you are empaths. And usually empaths attract psychopaths, sociopaths. Because they feed on you. And your vibration is so high, your love is so intense that you're capable of loving. Isn't it interesting? I have this beautiful snake right here, Shiva Lingam, with only everything right here. And so it's interesting how the Westerners interpret the snake as the evil in the garden. And well, here in the East, it is the very ultimate of wisdom. However, you know, this is probably inspired by our, influences from the Bible, but he can't or she can't come to you as of now. Something is hindering them. Could be jail. They are, if you have broken up with this person, they would be like, no, I broke up with them because Gemini was like this. I see this a lot. I hear a lot. I constantly hear people who change their stories with a degree. So the first time you hear their story, there were 2 red buckets and 1 blue. And second time you hear the story, it was 2 buckets, 1 blue and 1 green also, as in 4 buckets. some time go, all of a sudden there are no buckets at all. Clearly, they have no memory that they told you the story before. Someone are just pathological liars. They're trying to hide small things that could cause them to look less than who they are, and they have fear of that. And sometimes we don't have the right necessarily to oh my god, you got hemorrhoids, you know, that's not necessarily a question everyone wants to say. And if you get the answer, no, how dare you talk to me like, you're forgiven. Right? But psychopaths, they are pathological liars. Now, very convincing. One thing is that people think that look you in the eyes and say, no, I did not do it. That's very convincing, isn't it? Well, that gave you away. You just gave yourself away. It's a very typical. No, they're doing the opposite of what they do. And they are very tense. Thing is that, first of all, if it's not true, they would say, I already told you. And then maybe they would continue with their tarot cards or whatever. Like, look at you once, baby, I already told you. You believe or you don't believe, it's up to you, right? Because they know. And so just stick to the truth. If you haven't done anything criminal, and if there's something you're hiding, you simply say, I don't want to talk about exactly that part. Can you respect that? A psychopath, they will know more of you than you do. They will know even who is stalking you without you knowing who you. Okay. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign here. Possible mutable. Or someone who come out as very spiritual. This is someone who either are working very hard to gain money, or they already have a lot of money, or they could try to use you as a reason. Let's just check the intentions. Interesting. You are special to them. Soulmate, you're special to them. Maybe even a twin flame. Someone said that your twin flame or your, like that can't be a sociopath. Have a look at Taurus and Scorpio. They are exact opposite of each other. Completely opposite. Venus and Mars. What do you know? Yin and Yang. What do you know? There is a very strong bond here between you and this person. Can they harm you? Well, I highly doubt they would kill you, because someone who's got mother issues wouldn't go there. could make a beautiful lamp out of your skin. And I don't think they are there. We have Capricorn here. You know, the guy playing the first Hannibal. Capricorn. Yeah, in my young days, I was a little obsessed with. There had to be some intellectual, creepy twists behind it. We also have Pisces here. They are playing their cards very well, just so you know. I'm not going to tell you the tactics as of now, because some of them are going to see this. And so it's best that... But the tactics they use, they are so good. Very good. Pluto. The ruler of Scorpio. Direct connection and the world. Virgo energy tells me OCD. It's never clean enough. Have you seen the one, Julia Roberts, married to a, I don't know, it's an old movie now, 30 years old maybe, married to a guy. He had OCD. When he came home, everything had to be perfect, you know. And yeah, she ran away to that little cute house with the apple trees and lived a normal life. But she always knew that he would find, she was always afraid that he would find her. And while that happened, you know, she fell in love with her neighbor, who was a good man. But then he came. I hate to say it, and yeah, we also have one of these. They are highly likely, usually more to be explosive there and then, poof, and then, oh, gotcha. Mars, so it could be a sun sign, of course. Look at Bruce Lee. Mars is very strong, Pisces is very strong. The temper can be explosive. However, this one is very good at hiding it. So this read got a little bit longer. I was going to do a Celtic one. This read got a little bit longer than just a what was I do? But you know, snake pops up. Detective Raven here is curious. I did study for some time neuro-linguistic programming, and where we were taught how to catch people in a lie. And there are many things that are so obvious. Body language, I also studied, and I also worked for a security company who also teaches you this much in comparison to what knowledge you can gain or get hold of. And it surprises me that someone who are trying to hide something sits like this and really don't and are afraid to meet your gaze. It's not very convincing, is it? There needs to be something in between. I'm not going to give out all the secrets for free here. The ninja skills. But yeah, some of you are dealing with a ninja. The shinobi, the hidden ones. I was actually watching Ninja Assassin yesterday from 2010. Still a good movie. Very cute. Alright, that's it. That's it for you. Let's pull out one shaman card for you as a general message in regards to the situation. I have talked to so many women who's been in a similar situation that I can't count them. Sometimes it's more norm than that's how bad it is. And I hate it, but you don't want Taurus or Scorpio to go malicious on you. For some reason, out of experience, from what I've seen, they are absolutely the worst, especially if they have a lot of Aries in their chart. They will, however, have more difficult to hide it. Even Scorpio, depending on the level of how they have evolved. But they will shout and scream, and the intensity is too much. Scorpio will spend a whole lot of time trying to take revenge because they're right and you're wrong. They don't understand that the very reason that as a Scorpio myself, I could smell before. I met a lot of Scorpios in my life, and I can smell how they will behave before they act out. That's why I have very, very few Scorpions in my life. Namaste, Mario. My daughter is Scorpio. I'm not going to exclude her out of my life, but they are those and Adolf Hitler, Taurus, with extreme Aries placement, makes them militant. Gemini, this is your advice. You have the Wheel of Fortune, la rueda de la fortuna, suerte, momento, opportunity. So grab the moment now. Now is the time to go low. The house seems safe. Like I said, maybe there are some molds there, but we can get rid of those. Today we can also buy machines that suck up all the moist. All right, Gemini. So that's it for today in regards to Gemini. Thank you so much for joining, having a watch. Hello, Mr. Kumar. We are going to jump over to Libra. So Libra, we are in 6. It would be cool to 67. Okay, we are in 67. All right, Libra. That was in Gemini. The Gemini, that was intense. Intense. But reality is far worse than what we see in the movies. Isn't that true, Tim? So, yeah. Food for thoughts, that one. All right, we are jumping up to Libra. What is going on with Libra? Is it that Libra I need to know right now? Remember, should I? I'm just going to cleanse the energies a little bit because, wow, Hannibal Lecter, sociopaths. It's a stench that lives behind it, all right? So let's unstench it. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Okay. And did you know that one of the most effective things, not just smell, to remove spirits in your house, to really remove them, high sound. Everyone, if you have boom, the bigger the sound, the better. Will they remain outside your house? That's another one. Okay, let's cleanse away this sound, whatever left behind here. Okay, I suppose sufficient. Okay. Libra. Here we go again, Tim. Guess which card pops up on the first. Looks like we gotta go there again. Well, you know, I love nagas. I'm very fascinated by them. I even love snakes, especially the black one, shiny black one. I even made. I'll show you. 2 characters, superheroes trained by the nagas, and one named Alaric, trained by another snake, Daniali and all that stuff. And so I made 3 superhero people in AI. They look very sexy. They're not psychopaths, they are the good guys, right? But interesting enough, he's on the ascendant. What is this snake doing there? He could be in your way, he could follow you, and what do you know? I think I know why he's around you, Libra. Because you have a good snack coming towards you. It's called money, abundance, currency. Looks like your bank account is going to shimmer soon. And snakes, they smell that. Hello Fatima, namaste. Yes, say hi please. Very cute, very cute. So yeah, Libra are one of those who are gentle with everyone, you know, but they can also be pretty cold. Queen of Swords. They want logic, they want reason. But do they have the ability to detect whether someone are around you because of the money? because they are highly intelligent, logic and reason. However, they're ruled by Venus. So they have this little hope. They want to give you the benefit of the doubt. However, after some time, Venus or moves into the star sign of Scorpio. And that's when they start to learn what it's like to pick up a lie. Well, Libras are great as partner. They're very, what can I say? They love marriage. They want it all, you know, the 7th house, Libra people, they want additional stuff. They want the wedding, everything a marriage represents. They love people, and they are people pleasing, sometimes too much, which makes sometimes people step over them. That's what you have to remember. They are also sword wielders. And usually it is their mind or their tongue that can cut you in half. So Libra, you have someone around you and they can smell your abundance. You say, no, I'm not abundant. Well, that depends on who you compare yourself to. If you're a regular European, you would be abundant in comparison to someone who lives in Laos. Yeah? Where one meal is 150 kip. So both death and a child in Lenormand symbolizes something new. This is a transformation in regards to how you feel. You are soon going to become independent financially after this transformation, but very often I see a big sacrifice needed. I myself am pretty aware of what kind of sacrifice I need to give in order to become completely independent. But the sacrifice is big. I'm not talking about blood sacrifice. I'm talking about, let's say you work very hard, you sweat, if you go to the gym every day, the reward will be muscles. If you choose to every day 3 hours, you will learn a new language. The result will be you can now speak that language pretty well, depending on how much time you are willing to sacrifice. Here, the reward will be financial independence. That is what's coming towards you, Libra. You're also going to attract already someone who is, you know, if you wonder what pure evil is, we had a long chat about that on the Gemini read. Libra here. Someone wants to take a relationship up another level. Looks like we need another snake check, Libra. This is a ring. Someone might come to the ring. If you are cross-watching Libra, it could be Libra that wants to give you a ring. Okay? Thank you so much, Fatima. You're always kind. You're always so kind. Tomorrow I think I'll have time for the fire signs, and we do need to go over the water signs as well. I tried to do the free spreads today. YouTube. I just didn't want to. Yeah, so this Lenormand deck have some extra cards, which is interesting, sometimes a little bit confusing. So someone are gaming here, leaving it, you know, they don't know, they haven't figured out the direction here in regards to love. So they're gaming on it, basically. I do it sometimes, like, I don't know, should I stay or should I go? What exactly are they gaming? Let's find out. Family, stability, possible luxury, yeah, family, stability. And to be honest with you, this could also be you, Libra, that you are someone who maybe are wasting too much money on buying the last packages from World of Warcraft. And you realize, today, this month, I spent $100 on World of Warcraft and I can't afford my bill. However, you're coming out as this Libra here is coming out as pretty abundant, so you can afford it. I know I did. But still, I had to. I did World of Warcraft. I was addicted to World of Warcraft for some years. I still miss it, but I did spend a lot of money on buying stuff from eBay, which I could use in the game. It is a little bit cheating. I never purchased money though. I purchased stuff, you know, the little pet, so I can go pet battle and so mostly that actually. All right. I prefer to capture them. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking about the game like a serious thing. All right, so Libra, you have the star. Beautiful. There's a soulmate here. There's a soulmate here. I don't want to space out on you, but yeah, there is someone coming back to you in your life. Sun in Scorpio. You know them for a long time. Could be another Libra. It could be the psychopath. Yes, some of us are soulmates and care for psychopaths. Look out for the number 7. When you see the number 7, take it as a warning. Take it as a warning. Usually 7 represents perfection of spirit, which is actually the Kundalini rising. But in your case, just for some time ahead, there is something sniffing around you, and you got, I get number 4 also. It could be someone in your family. For what I care, it could be your own husband or wife. Sibling maybe. They want something that you have, which is abundance. There is a message coming in for you. And I believe the message has something to do with love. Clearly. Someone is thinking about you. Someone's in love with you. Yeah. For some of you, you could come out as very dangerous. You know, some people see me when I'm in South India, where everyone are completely black in the skin, and their eyes show with black clothes and a black robe, and the eyes are very shiny blue, and I have this black kajal. Many, especially the older ones, they will take a few back and think maybe I'm Asura or some kind of demon, and they will jump. The taxi driver would say that, oh, you have cobra eyes, and they will literally be scared. But that's just me loving to dress up like I am the scary druid in the story, bringing the stories, and that in that case I could appear as a snake, sometimes wearing snake charms, as in literally a charm around my neck. I do have some stuff, jewelry stuff with snakes on. I also have the naga back here. So for one of you, the snake could simply you having a terrifying impression on people, as they think you are psychotic. In reality, you're showing up to be very rational, romantic, even a little bit playful. So for some of you, if you see the number 7, there is someone clearly sniffing around you and want what you have. Your charm, your beauty, your wealth. Oh yeah. It is the snake. For some, it is the snake who is going to send you a letter. I believe there are going to be 2 letters, depending on the timeline. You could have 2 letters, because one letter is filled with love. And I don't think that love letter comes from the snake. The snake person doesn't show any emotions in the message. Maybe, you know, you get the message on your phone, WhatsApp, whatever social platform you use, see what I mean. It could be a tactic. Many psychopaths use this, I'm gonna leave you now. If they know you have some attachment to them, they will use this, I'm gonna leave you now, play with you back and forward like cat and mouse. And here they're coming out as, you know, this is coming to end, just to create fear in you, please don't leave me. You're not so stupid that you would fall for that game. They are also showing to me in this card that this one is a pathological liar, deceiver. It's a thief. And the letter they will write to you will sound very logic, so you might even give something voluntarily. The abundance coming in could be attached to a male who wants new love. It's highly possible that it comes from culture, or he could also be adopted. Dark skin, black hair. To be very specific here, blue jacket. This picture is like, painting is like 300 years old, so I don't think he exactly like that, but dark skin, dark hair, someone wants to offer you new love. I would, however, be a little bit at unease. We do have also here a Taurus. We're sniffing around. I would, because I see a lot of abundance coming towards you right now, Libra, so I would be highly skeptical. You have Ace of Cups also, new love. I would be very skeptical. Is there a funeral, or is this transformation? Most people always say, I read funerals, I don't read when you're gonna die. Well, I'm not going to tell you when you're going to die. I don't do that either. But sometimes the Norman card and the cards are so obvious, but sometimes it's better to be prepared. It's usually an old one. And we have this fear of death because we think people are going away, but truth is that when you see a spider or a snake shed their skin, that when we die, we shed our skin for the last time. The last part is our cocoon. When the body dies, that means now you leave the cocoon state. And so, like I said before, that people are that still on the larvae level and therefore won't be able to detect the butterfly flying above. So this fear of death, it's handy in that sense that people don't take lightly on living, but also we stay. Many people do self-delete because they know that there is another world, and they know about the cocoon, they know about the butterfly. But the thing is that usually escapism is not really the solution, and you know that deep inside. Saying that you are on that path, but the point here being is that sometimes it's in fact a literal funeral. If I combine the Kipper cards with the Gypsy cards and the Norman cards, it's very obvious. You see the sickness combined with the hospital. You see Four of Swords combined with an actual funeral. Here in this case, I believe it's a transformation. However, someone here simply ill and therefore stuck in a situation. And the illness, you shouldn't take it upon this. If this is you, Libra, I'm not a doctor, but what I can say is, isn't it cool to have a check at the doctor? Like I also have, you know, I try to avoid the doctor, but it's better to check one time too much than too little. I see here that maybe you should just have a little check here in regards to your health. Let's see what it could be. Yes, how nice of you. I'm just going to see what kind of issue it could be attached to. Sometimes could be a heart, could be a heart. It could also be the solar plexus area and the blood flowing through your vein. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, so don't take my word for it. Just saying, it's a possibility there. That's what the cards shows me. So this is not, obviously it can't resonate with everyone who sees this. Someone here is thinking about a ring, beautiful ring. Could be a ruby. And I'm a little scared that this is the snake again. You know, when I use the Norman card, usually the snake will pop up everywhere because we all have minimum one snake in our life. Watch out again, number 7. And this person will offer you some kind of passion. They could inspire you, or they could tell you, you are my muse, you know, you inspire me. The ring could be anchor they trap you with. They know that they will be well off. And like I said, Gemini, they play. Some of them play cards very well. Because some of them, it could take years to suspect them. And usually what they do is that, let's say if you leave them, they will turn the tables. You will be the villain and they will be the victim. They will also corner you until you explode. And well, you know, their phone was taping it. So they have proof of the fact that you are the one losing your mind. Okay, let's check what this ring is about. There is something here that is connected to an illusion, playing with one's mind. But I think your health is going to be restored if you follow the correct steps. Because you have people of the swarm in your life. You know, they could have strong energies from the star constellation, also known as Cygnus X1. And the other one could be of Orion. Who knows? I'm going to go a little spaceship on you. People who have a strong reptilian survival, I think it's the cerebellum, and doesn't have much of a heart, we do still absorb their energies. So people who are very, very sick, very toxic, we can absorb their energy. And so when they absorb healthy energy, you can absorb unhealthy energy. And that's when you need to be the Queen of Swords, doesn't matter, King or Queen of Swords, and to cut them off. However, there could be a proposal here. But usually the tree symbolizes good health. However, it's attached to the number 7, and the number 7 is the snake. I don't like that. When the snake shows up, I feel, you know, look at it. They can be very long and they can literally be all over you. They can be everywhere. someone you're dealing with. It could be someone you know, but you might not be aware of it. But they have, like, I would say this is the devil in the regular tarot cards. They have addiction issues. They also are addicted to sex. And something tells me that some of them are buying prostitutes or testing that out. Most certainly an older guy from maybe 40 up. Unless that's you, darling. But I don't think so. I don't think this is you. Here we have the ring again. It could be that some of you, and we have the star. It says here, when you leave all the toxicity around you, the snake will try to follow you. Will he succeed or will she succeed? But there is also true love here from the swan. You have one, reptile brain, and you have one who is more like you. The Libra I associate with the swan energy. Elegant, sophisticated, mess with me. They hiss, however, they stand no chance against most snakes if they are large enough or if they have the poison. Either they strangle you or they sting you. But the swan can fly and see things from above. Objectivity is your gift. And here again, someone is showing you. Some of you could be on your way to fame. You have the skills of a writer, poetry, but we do have the 7 here, and they want a part of the ride. So someone here wants, is what I feel, marriage. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo or someone with very strong Leo prominent energies. I feel the Leo is warm. I think they have their own wealth and they appear loyal to you, to me. They appear loyal. Could have a little bit Virgo energy, and they will give you all the love. They also bring the moon with them. They are maybe in a divorce kind of situation. So if you're dealing with a fire sign, especially Leo, I think you would be lucky. But I also know that's very often Leo likes gaming. To be honest with you, they are not the most loyal side, because they love attention. They love, if it's a man, they love women. The worst cheaters I've seen in my life are Leos. I'm not talking about 1 Leo or 2 Leo or 3 Leos, talking about most of them. However, they do put their spouse on a pedestal. They do love their spouse. It's just that you are exclusive, but they want all kinds of candies, and they are very easily, especially if they have some water in their sign, then they can have, there could be some issues here, Libra. They want to taste a little bit candy from each shelf. I'm going to find out a little bit more information about the one that you don't want to deal with, the one that you want out of your life. Libra, as this is a general read, I also see that there are many suitors here. Maybe you are blind to the fact that someone, you don't see them, you don't know that someone have a good eye for you. But you're coming out as very attractive, abundant, and that means when you're attractive and abundant. Next, I'm going to put a twist next. So let's have a look and see. Looks easy. Who is the snake? Show me. Alfader Odin og hans 2 svarte venner. Huggen og Mur. Tanker og mine. Vis meg hvem slangen i livet til Ekten. Så jeg skal se. Så jeg kan se. It is either, you know, if you're into the star system, they certainly are reptilian in their energy. They have the ability to hypnotize you somehow. It could be extremely beautiful, very, very charming, and they could offer you the cup. So for some of you, it is in fact the snake. Hello, Paolo. Nice to see you. So yeah, for some of you, it is in fact snake that wants to, you know, there is this letter here which is very cold, okay, but there is strong and there are also reasons. I believe that this snake, this person, have a very hypnotizing gaze. They have very, if they are very clumsy in how they move, it's not the one. You know, they're in love, they're clumsy, they don't move very well, it's not the one. If it's a Leo and you see cats, they move like snakes. They are for sure have very some similar. I looked at my cat once and I was thinking, God damn it, you hiss like a snake, eyes kind of like a snake. This person is someone who moves very elegant and they can hypnotize you with their gaze. Okay? If they are too clumsy, like Taurus, Taurus is devious or could be devious in other ways, but usually Taurus, I also see Scorpios being exceptionally clumsy. So it really, which is the best standard of the zodiac, it really depends on the entire nakshatra. I'm talking Hindu here. It really depends on their chart. How's the 5th house? Aquatic energies move like this, you know. Sometimes, you know, people who don't know how to roll their hips, do the salsa. This person knows how to move their hips. This person knows how to hypnotize you with their gaze. Could have some water, could be a water sign, could be a fire sign. We have Cancerian here. they are taking a little bit for granted that you're into them, or that they will manage to snap them up. Okay, that's me again. That's the only thing. Sometimes they put foreteller in there, and I'm like, yeah, okay. What do you want me now to say? Okay. Okay. I get these. Have one quick look at this. So we had. Yeah, I also have these balls. She's showing me the ball. Talking about Taurus. Actually, I did meet a Taurus. I still have her on my connection list. She was champion in dancing, South American woman, and she moved like a snake. So don't judge a snake by its scales, haha. So yes, Taurus is in fact popping up here. So not necessarily Taurus, but properties. Fixed. I want this. I want stability with the there. So yeah. They're ruled by Venus, and so they are in need of a comfort zone, and I believe that you are able to provide them with that comfort. So yeah, well, where I am now, we are in 2082, so no Orion calendar here. Okay, so let's move on and see. We have a jumper. They're not willing to do any sacrifices for you. They will tell you, and in the beginning it's all good, you know. The roses, they will come. The gifts will come. They will help you with everything. And then when they have you, as in between their claws, that's when Four of Cups is popping up. Now I have them. Now you're mine. Don't marry them. They really have no intention with you at all than just take something of yours. This is someone who maybe have achieved very little in their life because they are living off others, someone else. Yeah, they're poor. That's also energy, by the way. Mercury, Taurus, fear of portal. So we have Cancer, Taurus, Pisces. I don't think the Leo is here. I don't think so. The Leo is just full of, but they have a big asshole side, but they're not psychopaths like that. This one is followed up by Four of Swords, the same restlessness that we read in Gemini. If you have strong Gemini position, I advise you to maybe check the Gemini too. So that's your person. I forgot Leo listening here. That's funny. Oh, Leos, they're lovable. We all love them. They are just regular assholes. Funny. Got you, Polo! love you, but you are kind of a little bit of an asshole. A show off. But you're not a psychopath. I don't think you are. If you were, you would be eating your dogs long time ago, having for dinner. The feeling is mutual, huh? Yeah, I am an asshole too. It can be. I mean, we all have an asshole side to it. Or all have an asshole side. I'm trying not to be. Anyway, I think we pretty much posed the question in regards to Libra. Should we give quick Celtic cross? We have done a lot now. The Celtic cross doesn't take that long in regards to where to do what now. Don't, in regards to the Leo person, marry them, but we both know, Paulo, that you're not satisfied with one woman, and we know you do like to take a sip and a piff and a puff and a puff, and but maybe there are not so many women in your area, but if you had the chance, I'm pretty sure, Paolo, you'd go where there are women for free. I know like it in Pattaya, where I was last year. Or Nana district, Bangkok. I know you love it there. Many lady boys, you know. Happy New Year. Skål for fun. Okay, so we're going to do a small Celtic cross. This is me being an asshole to a Leo here. Leo and Scorpios, my best friends usually are Leo, but we are assholey to each other. Skål. But you should thank me for telling Libra here that if they date a Leo, he's a good guy. Usually they are good people. I had best friend Leo people my entire life. We just don't go very well when we get too close. Then we go on each other's nerves. Okay, so just a general check with the roses here. What is it that Libra needs to know right now in the path they're taking? No wonder I only have time for one of these, I don't know, a day. It takes as long as the free spreads. So, what is it that Libra needs to know right now? What is it Libra needs to know right now? That's everything we've been talking about. Sometimes when you're in love, we don't hear, that guy, he's been inside behind the bar because he almost killed his girlfriend. Oh, he just almost killed her. Yeah, but he's changed now. Yeah. Stop that. Very, very, very few people change in that manner. I don't. All right. So, what is it that Libra know right now? 3 ones. Don't like. Maybe you're not feeling too inspired. Maybe you really don't want to go anywhere. Maybe you gave up waiting for someone, something. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden the screen went black. Just got black. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I don't need more charging, do I? Maybe I need a new iPhone. Okay, yeah. Libra. Whatever's going on with you now, depression, hopelessness, you're an easy target. Leos are like open books, easy to read. Got you. So, see, Paolo, you're easy to read. Yeah, thing is that Leos, you like attention. Oh, people are looking at me. The hair. I have progressive Leo ascendant, so no more black hair for a while. It's going to be shiny like the sun and puffy like the mane. Okay, let's move on. You have the Emperor in reversed. There could be someone here. If you already are dealing with this snake, I'm just referring the person to a snake. He could be the Emperor in reversed. And he is taking the joy away from your life because his energy is simply toxic. I'm not going to blame this on someone because we also are responsible for how we take responsible for things, for who we are. However, if this person is so close to you that he's offering you his boner, I would be a little bit, hey, what's up there? What's going on? Let's check what's crossing right now. Now that's what I call a bouquet of roses. Two of Swords. You need to make a decision. Libras making decision. Blindfolded even. That's always funny. Especially when you're walking around in old and you're trying to make up your mind what to shop and what not to shop. And you are on a budget. What's your Libra shopping? And I have Mercury, Libra, so my mind basically after some time when you've been in that shop 2 hours, it's going to be a little bit suspicious, right? Especially when you dress, also as I do. But okay, this is not funny. However, you need to make a choice, and you don't know. We will talk to the cards, and they will make a choice for you. Maybe. All right, so already you fell into an illusion, some kind of illusion. I have a feeling that the illusion could have been someone portraying luxury for you, some kind of luxury, Lakshmi. Like Lakshmi as in, you know, you see, you buy it on a, a private, I don't know, I just saw someone comparing. They take the beautiful pictures and of the house trying to sell, or a journey, a vacation, and they show all the beautiful small luxury pieces, and then you go there either to the house, you buy it maybe unseen, or you go to the vacation and you are the impression that, oh, it's going to be the most luxurious kind of thing, and you realized you just ended up in a dump, right? And so this was the illusion in the past. Venus in Scorpio, also very intense energies here. Looking at it, oh, these fishes, and that looks so shiny. What happens if I drown in there and become like them, like a mermaid? Drown, maybe. And this influences the situation you are directly in now, which is a conflict, maybe even a competition, where you have to take a stand. Libras doesn't like competition, do you? Yeah, some of you could already be in a situation, either you are there now, or either you follow my advice so you do not end up in the streets. If this snake got a good grip on you, you got 5. Because he got 5 of coins. Now he's showing up here, and he will, you know, he will pull you down into his mud pole, because that's where he's from. The sewer. So this is not love, my darling Libra. I know you're capable. That's what I love with Libras. You're one of my favorite signs. You are logic. You're very tolerant. And you're not as judgmental as you would think based on your side. But when you do make a judgment, it's based on logic. And you have the capability to see that this person is this shit because, you know, you understand. But sometimes you accept people, much toxic people into your life. And in this case, you have attracted someone who will pull you down to the mud they came from. The outcome is the star. Already twice here we see that if you let this toxic influencer leave your life, there is someone here. I see the Leo again. They will elevate you, or you might even become the star yourself. You might get some publicity, make extra views on your YouTube or wherever you are. The sun and the star here is the answer. You just have to make sure that you're flying above the snake as a swarm, staying away. If you smell something toxic, if it looks toxic, and if it speaks toxic, check how they are talking about other people. How are they talking about their exes? Are all their exes evil, or do they have a variety based on logic? You know, it didn't work out because we were too different, or it didn't work out because she was a psycho. There are always 2 sides to a story. Yeah, someone are trying to maybe influence you from outside, but I already see you catching up the bullshit alarm here. Your bullshit alarm already turned on. something is about to come to an end, because you get it. Yeah, you already are starting to move on here. You're starting to really take charge of the wagons that you're driving. This is a Lamborghini, you know, this is a fast one. That's wonderful to hear, Paolo. You made a fire. Okay, so in your fears and hopes, 7 of materials. So you put a seed to the soil. And because you're letting go of all toxicity in your life, I feel you're going. Some of you will struggle, I know, a lot of Libras. I know some of you are going to struggle with this part. It's not necessarily pussy, it's not necessarily gaming, but the devil. Toxic lifestyle. Overindulging is going to cause you health trouble. Again, check your heart, your stomach, and the blood. I can't do that for you, okay? And when I think about it, I'm pretty much accurate in regards to one Libra I know. He had Sun, he had Venus, Mars, Leo. So it's Venus, Libra, Sun, Venus, Mars, Leo. And he's the type that loves everyone, you know. And he drags everyone into his life, and they suck. He's got a great income. He's very generous. At some point, when pissed off, he will chop your head off. The King of Swords, you know. Gemini moon. I'm good, by the way, when it comes to remember people's chart. So, but Scorpio ascended as well. So he can pretend that, you know, if you're bullshitting him, he will do you the favor and pretend he doesn't know you're bullshitting him. There are some people, and I see that especially with Leos, sometimes Aquarius, even Scorpios, Libras, maybe, even Aries. Some people have a very high, they don't want the party to end. You know, they are like children when the party starts. They don't want the party to end. And so they end up, either they destroy their body, they destroy their relationship, they destroy their bank account, some end up in the streets, some are holding on as far as possible, and they end up in the hospital. There is a rejection here in the outcome. Hopefully, Libra, it's you rejecting the snake coming towards you and say, hey, marry me, or... And the snake is bullshitting you. They have no intentions for you at all. The Leo loves you. The one that got Leo traits. Okay? Warm, generous, funny, get easily attention. Leos are usually very hot. Maybe they have a lot of hair. Page of inspiration. Yeah. Someone here might carry some news telling you that someone likes you very much. There could also be some news that could inspire you, that could bring a little bit of hope, because I see some of you are suffering a little bit from depression. Some of you might have trouble. It's a contradiction. It's a contradiction. You really need to stay away from the person we talked for an hour now. Something here. It doesn't. If you think someone here is your soulmate, especially if they have strong Capricorn in their chart, and the devil, it's not your soulmate. Anyway, you should stay away from them if it's toxic. You do, however, you are being advised to take some time off, be alone, try to meditate and reflect upon. You know, I love to listen to. I started with Esther Hicks, Abraham Hicks. I love Daryl Anka. When I had my last realization, this guy, another guy will pop up with new information. There is someone here you try to avoid. Aries, possibly. Strong Aries energy. Someone you're trying to avoid. They are making a lot of strong. It's a fire sign. This is not the love of your life, but someone here. It's just a matter of time before they're going to drive you mad. Okay. So if you know any Aries, but Queen of Wands, Tower, both rule Mars. So let's see. Word of advice, oracle card. God, I feel like Bodolina these days. She's a Scorpio too. Spirito del río, fluir hacia la aventura. La aventura. So water, have some fun. Maybe swimming could be for you. Water is healing. Some of us we get healing with all the elements in general. You also have, this is a cool one. I don't know if you heard Tim. This is a cool one. Hueso, hueco. I don't know. Paulo, you are Brazilian. Maybe you can translate this one. I have no clue what it means. For me, it's a totem. Well, the hell meaning hueso sounds like queso, which is cheese. Feathers. It's some kind of shamanistic energy. It also is Oternity. It's the Wheel of Fortune somehow. This one is just beautiful. You have Orugato. I have no clue. Maybe they are Portuguese. There's an opportunity here. There's an opportunity here. Beautiful. This is the cat. It's an opportunity, and it's connected to Venus. It could have something to do with your family, security, and whatever sacrifice you need to do here in order to get this. There is an opportunity coming in for you. You have to wait all the way to December, or it could be the 12th. I have a strong feeling about it. It will be 12, or it could be 12 days. Something about 12, okay? So she's just super gorgeous. All right, Libra. Thank you so much for hanging around. We are going to move over to the Aquarius, my people. I learned yesterday from my Untitled Chapter that apparently my soul is Aquarius. I wouldn't be surprised obsessing with UFOs. Okay, Libra, follow these advices, and I think you already know. Something tells me that you already know who the snake in your life is, and you'll be a good girl slash boy. Stay away from them. Sometimes you get a little bit shocked. I didn't expect you, of all people, and the people we think are the assholes, turn out to be the good guys. The world is upside down, for sure. Okay. So, what do we have for Aquarius? This was an intense read. Damn it. This was really intense. I live in it like it's yeah, it is a story for some of you. It's a real life story, and bits or all of it. You know, for me, this story would resonate a few years back. I was in the claw. I've been in the claw more than once of someone who wants something, both friends or suitors who wants what you have. I have in my life been very lucky in regards to what's been given to me, and when it's very out there in the open, someone wants what you have. It's called jealousy. So if you win the lottery, don't buy a limo. What's this Russian car called? Lada? Okay. Hide it. All right. So Aquarius, we are now in 143. It's going to Little Palo Santo. Hello, Tommy. Are you still there? You still there hanging out? Ah, I see. I don't know where Bangalore is. I get messages Bangalore all the time, but I don't know where it is. It looks beautiful. Okay, let's cleanse the energies for Aquarius. What is it that Aquarius need to know? The messages for Aquarius. Wherever you have Aquarius in your chart, I have Aquarius 8th house, Uranus conjunct my sun, moon, Rahu. So apparently my soul is Aquarius. So I get along with you guys. Crazy sense of humor, loving UFOs, deep and high thinking. And let's scare away the bad vibes. Sometimes I hold this one terribly. Just that. Beautiful. All right. Is it that Aquarius need to know right now, please? Lord, she not to know the snake. Okay, shuffle the cards. Cleanse. They have a hiker. Ooh. Okay. Oh, what you saw, remember that, Aquarius? So I need to instill myself. Now we are on the section of Epsilon 5. Aquarius, here we go. And if I space out, I don't think you mind, do you? Our seeds. Huh? Second time. You reap what you sow. It's time to let go of some weed in your life. All right? And crop out the good stuff. This is a very fertile card, but it's also one of these Kali. She holds this specific instrument in her hands. One of those. I think it's cool. It's like a moon. It's like a moon scythe. If there is something you need to get rid of, like people, something that's stuck in your life, an energy or something, do it while the moon is waning. Okay? The number 10 here is the Wheel of Fortune. You have been doing something right. We also do have Knight of Coins here, which is patience. It's a very good beginning. We have a jumper. All right, so there is someone here, a patriarch, someone a little bit older. For some of you, depending on the gender, it could be a lover, an older lover, sugar daddy. This is a male. For some of you, it could be a soulmate. This could be someone who is very fair in regards to equal give and take. It's also a victory hidden here somewhere. Maybe you are in a place where there is snowing a lot now, as in my birthplace, Arendal of Norway. However, you also have 10 of Wands, and I believe this patriarch, this male, might relieve you of your burdens, because he sees that you're working very hard to, you know, you're not lazy, you're not slacking around. He sees, you notice. So it could be a father figure, someone that you have a strong connection to. Bella. I wonder if this card is a part of the original cards. This deck here have a few extras. That's why it's a little bit confusing. However, Bellam, like they say in South India, or Pani, as they say in North India. It's an obvious kind of thing, actually. This is attached to the moon. And it says here, right now, you're on top. I don't know if you, I get this movie, The Ring. But a well is a well, you don't want to fall in there, right? I think I'm going to have a look. What is it the has to say? It's all about water. It's all about emotion, and it's attached to fire, which could be a number of conflicts. It could be some emotional conflict here. However, this bucket and the well, the bucket carry up currency, water. So having a well means abundance. That's why we say, when wellness, many of the words people don't think about it come from Sanskrit. We say luxury, coming from the word Lakshmi, because we put vowels to the words, we don't recognize them, but Lakshmi is the goddess. Lakshmi, and she's the goddess of wellness, abundance, luck. And having a well is a form of luxury. Now, if it symbolizes your emotions, water is also what comes in here. How deep can you dig with bucket? How far can you go? And I'm thinking, when you are down there, isn't it a lot of green stuff, Let's find out what is the message for this specific card. You get a unique spread. You get a very unique. Show me the well. You don't rest very well. There is something on your mind. It affects emotions. You don't, maybe you have difficulties in regards to ask someone. It could be that you are in need of some kind of help. I see that you're stressing about something. Oh, it's going to be a boom here. This will be a boom. Let's hope it's the boom festival. But this water, and right now I'm going to be very direct with you and say, literally, check the water you drink from wherever you drink. If you live in Norway, we drink directly from the sink, the water there. However, we also know they clean it with chloride. I personally have stomach issues. I don't drink water. However, it could be a message: drink more water. It could be that the water you drink is not good for you, but somehow you are under strong emotional and psychological stress. I'm not a doctor, so I'll just sometimes use the stars to see where they're pointing at. If you let this continue, it could affect, let's just call it the root chakra, the reproductive system, the anal, vagina, the entire reproductive system. Scorpio, also the ruler of the tower, ruled by Mars. It could also be a lot of headache attached to this. Big headache, migraine. Okay. Let's on. So you are in the position now where you need to make a choice. This is possibly part of your headache, Aquarius. What should I do from here? Should I go to the safe zone, but I don't like it there? If this is your boss, he's kind. If this is your father, he's kind. He's a good man. But maybe you want to go somewhere else for an adventure. So you have 4 here, which is attached to the stability. It might compromise your stability, right? But Aquarius are meant, you know, you are the inventors of spaceships. You're Nikola Tesla. You are scientists on high caliber knowledge, which normal people have trouble tapping into. High badass engineers, geniuses, and you get people with you, people love you, and your crazy sense of humor, and you gift humanity a lot with your inventions. And when it comes to tapping into other civilization, you know, or civilization that's been here before, Aquarius have the extra antennas, and that could give you a headache, of course, because you're electric. All right, so there is something you love. Could be someone you love. Could be that there is a big stone in your heart. It's difficult to express emotions here. Something about number 3. But I do see that there is a travel here, and that you want to go somewhere. However, something is stopping you. There is a journey here. There will be some news in regards to that journey, but for now it's completely blocked. Oh, like Libra, you do have your own card here, the Star. Although that's usually tarot. The Star is the star, you are the star. So whatever you're up to, it's a difficult process you are doing. You maybe this is someone the hair. Maybe you need to ask for the extra. Maybe you're working for, you know, on something, and you need a little bit extra, and this extra could be some kind of investor. But the Star here is what drives you. Some of you could be full on science fiction freaks in the night. It have affected this channel a little bit, so shame on me. But I make a lot of science fiction art these days. Superheroes, space stations, other planets, and hot superheroes. Did I mention superheroes? Yeah. You should see one of the trains / spaceships I made last night. You mix Scorpio with Aquarius energy, you have the train. Of course, it disappears into a dimension, a nightmare dimension, which as a bridge between the 2 worlds, and it's a pretty cool story, you know. And stories like this, like I said, I'm Aquarius 8th house. This is our obsession, so I obsess with stuff that belongs to the Aquarian field. And that is what drives us. So you find in your 8th house, that's your star, that's your magnet. This is what makes you climb the Himalaya, because you know that when I manage to get all the way up there, I will get my star. What is popping up here, what you don't necessarily see coming here, could be an offer, a gift from someone who wants to, for those of you who are thinking about a relationship, it looks like someone here could either be interested or the other way around. There is a gift. There is a promise here of love. Maybe you want to, you know, live with me. We have 3 3s and 1 9. Cool, huh? I'll put them up there. This is an interesting read. I got bored of the brothels that we just brought up. Oh, what's this? Oh, you have a message coming in soon. All right. Well, I think this message has to do with a letter. Maybe you are thinking about writing a letter, but there is a letter here. Right? See, Odni, it could. Oh. There is information here containing deception. Well, the letter itself contains deception. And it could help you actually as a gift. Because when I wanted to leave my apartment in Spain, I had to ask the universe for help. And because I didn't want to be there. And I felt bad for leaving because I said I want to stay long term. It wasn't a good place, like paying for a jail room. And the universe takes grip, and all of a sudden they gang up against me. They didn't want me there because it was my fault that the place was falling apart. Of course, if there's a God and this was God's work, he was laughing, of course, because he knew that I was the least one to do all that shit. It was a young brat there. But they were so, including the landlord, was so convinced that I was the one, you know, doing all this crap, that he wanted me to leave. I did. Was just ask, please help me. I don't want to live here if I can pay for jail. Asked for help. And what do you know? I left. They said it was an uncomfortable thing to get all these letters about this is you. The same videos I made to put them on fire. And so they have made the same videos to put me on fire. I'm thinking, okay, this is my ticket out. Thank you, Lord Shiva. It was uncomfortable to get all that shit in your face, but I got my ticket out. And no one said, oh, you promised minimum 6 months, blah, blah, blah. No, no one said nothing. I just packed my suitcase, left. So, in fact, they say all the big guys, Abraham Hicks, Neville Goddard, Wayne Dyer, they all say it. Whatever you call the universe, the highest of intelligence, ask for help. When you feel, I'm stuck now in this situation, ask for help. You're very specific and you know exactly what you need help for. Just ask and say, this is out of my control. Be very specific about it, but you can't tell the universe 5 o'clock, please. The universe doesn't work in time. That is human business. And that was exactly the point with this letter also. That is full of deception, lies. And that's something you can use to turn the table around, to make it into your advantage. Just like they told me, yeah, you're the one not doing the dishes. And I'm like, I'm not even cooking. But they had already made up their mind. I didn't want to have a bad name. I don't. There's a little Libra here. But in the end of the day, it was to my advantage that they was obsessed with the idea that I was the villain. So it was a futile attempt to try and defend myself. But the people who lied about that situation, they were my key out of that situation. And this is the same with this message here. It could be something that, this letter is bullshit. Go over it. Read every word. If this letter comes from authorities, check out David Wynn Miller. David W-Y-N-N Miller. I just returned the letter. Pretend I never got it. But worked. Worked, yeah. There is someone here. Maybe a lover. This is someone who prefers to speak the truth. It could be you who are weeding them out of your life now because someone here could be untruthful to you or stress you out. Again, number 3. We have Gemini energy, we have 3 of coins, Capricorn energies, we have 3 of cups, Cancer energy, we have 3 of fire, Aries energy, 3 of swords, breaking someone's heart, heartbreak. This man who is quite wealthy is your key. Could be the one. Hello T, hello Carissa, love you. I was Sophia reading. Right now it's not Sophia, but I love the goddess. It's the Aquarius one. All right, so yeah, this man, a little older man, he's, you know, I see the bear guy as, you know, I'm 50, so I don't think of myself as old at all. I can't. But I'm not 50, but late this year I will be 50. So for me, the old man is at least 60 and 70, you know, but for people who are in the 20s, he could be from 45, 50, 55, 60, you know. He's an older man and he's stable and he's key to help you reach your goals, whatever goal you have. I think if there is a lover here, I hope it's not the polar bear, because for that's hard work attached to that. But he also, he seems like a boss or something, looks like a boss. But whatever is worrying you, it's going to give you migraine or headache, I would check my health there. Maybe a shrink, or that you could have some issues with the waters in your body, with the, you know, with the blood, with the water you consume. You could be dehydrated. It doesn't say exactly that either, but very often dehydration can lead to migraine. Again, I'm not a doctor, it's just I see some emotional stress here. And there's a tower moment coming in for you here. Because I see a small, tiny procrastination here, a little bit hesitation, because this mountain is huge that you have to cross. And when you're not talking about mountains, now do you believe in magic? Again, number 3 and 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is journey, it's a travel, it's a journey that you need to take. And I don't hesitate, but there is someone or something you need to get away from. But it's extremely difficult for you to make this choice. You're not a Libra, are you? Yeah, you're trying to leave someone or detach from someone you love maybe, or something you love. You're trying to detach from that. You don't want it in your life. You seek healing on the moon. Again, if you do spellcraft, do it. If you need to get rid of something in your life, or you're going to harvest something in your life. No, harvesting. Forget the harvesting part. I'm confused now. If there's something you need to leave in your life, something you need to get rid of in your life, like weed, people, work, situation, do it while the moon is waning. That's a lot of cards. There's a bridge here. Follow the star. Follow what drives you. Follow if there's something you love to do. If you found a new love or a new something, it will lead you to a new beautiful home. You will have victory if you take that path. Maybe displeases you the most, the path that, oh, I know I have to go that way. But usually they say the path of least resistance. However, the mountain is here. And you need to go. And when? And the star here is your power. I read my nakshatra for the first time yesterday in my life. And it turns out my star was called Swati, as in Arcturus. But for me, I feel your star, what you gravitate towards. What is you love to do the most, you know? I'm not talking about a person. What is that you love to do the most? And that's where you go, that's what you do. Where can I do it? You know, I want to establish a business. I want to print tarot cards. Where can I rent? Where it's a cheap rent? Where can I buy the equipment, get a reasonable price? Where can I do the print for reasonable? Is it nice to live there? How is the healthcare? You know, all these things. And there is a place for you like that. And Aquarius you belong with weird people, queer people, rainbow people, colorful people, but you can also be pretty stubborn and pretty tough to deal with Oh, it's late. Yeah, wherever you are now, well, it can continue like that. You need to walk on eggshells. I see that you feel really stuck, Aquarius, in whatever situation you are in now. And my only advice is get away from there. As part Aquarius myself, I'm always on my way to the other side of the grass where it's much greener. But it's not really, for me, it's nothing new. It's nothing new. Okay, let's I purchased a new deck and I colored it on my own. Still coloring a second deck like a child. That's what's fun. Not all the colors, but let's see. There are some animal totems here which could be important for you, which could be a clue. Just be happy because the two other signs, as in airheads, air signs. I'm fully airhead in sidereal myself, so talk about me. I'm in sidereal, I mix Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Both Gemini and Libra got a psychopathic person they have to deal with. So whoever you have to do, this is at least you don't have to run from Hannibal Lecter. But there are difficulties here. But I'd say it's nothing in comparison to what I was just looking at. Because if you have a Lecter on your neck, you're in trouble, big trouble. Luckily, not all the Lecters are easily, he's a fantasy figure, and his intellect is, above Einstein. You can't, if he's after you. But luckily, like I said, these guys are usually fictional. But a psychopath is still a psychopath. You have other issues in regards to health. And I believe they are partially stress related. But this man, this patriarch, could be someone. They are the key. And if you have a lover here, the card is pretty strict in regards to this is someone who is for you. Now let's see what the Celtic Cross have for you. What is it that Aquarius need to know? I have some sci-fi cards right now. What is it Aquarius need to know? Is it that Aquarius need to know? Hello, Sagittarius. Sagittarius is coming in a day or two. All right. One more. Give me one more for Aquarius. More for Aquarius. Taurus energy, Empress, beautiful. Okay, that was a lot of two. That was a lot of two. And I look up and there is two, a three. Interesting, you're supposed to only have one here. So keep your eyes on the ball. You're doing, I don't know if you know or not, but either you are right now or it will come in for you, abundance in the Empress. You will have everything you need. You don't have to, you know, and maybe that's because you take the big step and ask, you know, maybe that loan, maybe it's a loan, this man to you, which is the key. I don't know. But it says here, keep your eyes on the ball, focus, but the connection here, those are my colors, the connection here between you and the divine is blocked. Crown chakra. So, and I see you have issues in staying calm, maybe meditation and these things. The only thing I can advise in this situation is yoga. I'm not a yoga expert. Only yoga I like is kalari, where you kick and slap each other and you use a sword. Maybe that also could be something for you, as you are after all the King of Swords. But there are issues for you in regards to staying calm. Rest energy. Wow, you have two polar bears. To me, that it's time for you now to take a trip to Svalbard, Norway. God knows, I've never been there. If you want to see a polar bear, real one, time's now, because our snow is melting. This is Three of Swords, heartbreak. Poor Papa. For some of you, I get that, you know, this is a collective read, and you do have a lot of threes. There could have been a third party, and someone you love very much was in a relationship with your boss. I also get that for someone, the boss is the one who's cheated on. So for someone, the table is literally reversed, or, you know, it's the other way around. I should have made him white because it's a polar bear, but I made him golden. If you've been cheating, Aquarius, just if whoever been cheating, and there is an older guy here, wealthy, it's a good man in this case. If you say no, then this is not your read, obviously. This is a good man, and he deserves more than just an apology. I do see that there are regrets here from someone's side, your side. But regrets in regards to what? Maybe because there is love, there is reality here. And the ice bear, the polar bear, we say isbjörn, I come from. You heard the name Björn from the Vikings, meaning bear, as in, yes. So, he's the key. In order to relieve what is stressing you out, somehow. And if you're a feminine and your boss, this man, is in love with you, unfortunately for him, that's not professional. It's a single guy, you know, as in the Emperor, and he's on the market, but he's heartbroken, and that is crossing your situation, Aquarius. If you're abandoned and up in the in those years, well, then this read is I'm not going to say interesting, but pretty twisty. Someone here is broken, heartbroken, but are basically forced to move on. So in the past here, we have someone reckless, someone being a little bit taking far past. And this is the reason for the situation that Aquarius is in right now. Which led to one for being, you know, someone turning the back of some kind of an offer here. But the polar bear is the key. So if you owe them something, give it to them. You always need to make sacrifices in order to gain something. That goes for all of us. The sun here, I'm not surprised. It's okay, but it's not shining as much as it could. It's more of a sunset than the sun is on its way up in this situation. So there is a shadow on this read, and there is a shadow upon many of us. Today also I felt this shadow. I couldn't exactly pinpoint it. All I knew is that too much stagnation, too much thinking what to do, not going to do you good. We need movement. Tomorrow I'm going out. The moon, no. Yeah, that's why I purchased a deck of cards, and they have drawn something completely different than tarot cards have. And so when you see two canines who are howling, you're going to assume it's the moon. No, it's not the moon, it's the chariot. And I'm like, yeah, where the fuck is the chariot? Well, the chariot here is a bunch of spiders that are, after they are born, they are flying away. I just figured out that now. Where's the chariot, you know? And why are the hyenas? They look like coyote or hyenas. You see, one is trying to catch them. This is the outcome. So there is some kind of stagnation right now, but things are going to move faster forward for you. Hello, Mr. Singh. Jai Bholanath, Om Namah Shivaya, Namaste. Namaste. Okay. Let's see what else is influencing this read from the outside. Ooh, Scorpio. But it's not Scorpio. It's Cancerian energy. It shows a Scorpion, however. It's a strange thing, because the scorpion, just like mushrooms, sometimes grow out of ants, you know, tiny little fuckers. There are flowers growing out of the scorpion. Even from its tail, it's like the poison can kill you, but the poison can also be the remedy. This is in reversed. So we have Four of Cups in reversed. And that is outside influences. That said, you have this coming, this is your own doing, Maybe they are trying to pull you down. There could be this energy of maybe wanting to take revenge, but if you're dealing with an evolved Scorpio, they feel bad before they sting you, so a flower would come instead. That's one. I know myself, you know. Or you could fully protect it, basically. Leo wants to ask a question. Do you know, darling, the clock here in Kathmandu is 13 minutes past 1 a.m. So busy later, probably sleeping. Okay, so right now, Ace of Swords. And usually when we see that one, that's the stork, isn't it? Or some kind, it looks like the stork. But in the deck, it's a transition. I'm gonna join you, by the way, on the headache part. Also been bad drinking too much caffeine, a little bit restless. So Ace of Swords is something, a clarity coming for you, like, Why can't you ask the question now, Paolo? Oh, 3 of Cups. Some kind of reunion here. See how this bird is sitting on the crocodile without any fear at all. This is a vibration, you know, have no fear, attract no danger. Some kind of reunion you're hoping for, or being able to be brave enough to stumble across the bridge, which is unstable, or, you know, we have also Mount Everest here, which you have to cross, or at least the Himalayas. I'm right here, literally. Yeah, talking about water, vellum and headache and that stuff. Maybe tomorrow. We are going to have free spreads, Paolo, so we can free spread here. Right here. All right. Right, the outcome of the situation. And then I'm going to go back to my spaceship and, you know. Did you know, Paolo, by the way, you told me to create characters, role-playing characters and these things. I am doing that now. Role-playing characters, superheroes, and I'm also making the scenarios where they are, spaceships. Actually, I'm making planets, universes. I don't know what to do with them yet from printer, but that's my gig, which is less tarot card readings and more drawing and painting. So Aquarius, enough about that. We have the Hermit here, which is a strange thing, because the Hermit, for me, that's kind of a crab hiding inside the concha. And this is flying in reverse. This is some kind of, we have an elephant here which is running around in the mud, but this is still difficulties in regards to ease down. There are some restless energies here. Maybe, I think Mars still is in reverse. It's gonna take some weeks more, I believe. I'm not reading the astrological chart, apparently learning a little bit about the Vedic chart. Kind of interesting. Turns out I'm born in the sign of the raven in Vedic. Cool. Cool. Okay, this is the praying mantis. I'd love to say how cool is that. However, darling, you have 2 tower moments coming in. I'm sorry, but right now I'm so happy. I'm not sun sign Aquarius, I'm sorry. I really hate the tower. There is one guy, he's called, why do I say Grimfest? Grimfest? I listen too much black metal maybe. Minopon, his name is Chris. And he see the positive in all cards. Even the tower cards, they are very positive because you get your butt up. For me, the house is on fire. You need to get your butt up. That's a good thing. Go to the gym, it's a good thing. But this is like, holy shit, you know? And I can't depict it differently. It's difficult. Yeah, something sudden is coming towards you and it's going to electrocute you, darling. Take it though, because you are Tesla reincarnated. Children of Tesla. He was a god, or he was an alien, you know, demiurge. He made stuff that we don't even have the clue about, you know. And it was about the money. It was about his heart, because his heart was electric. You know, he was a walking god. And someone's coming towards you, and they like you. Who the hell are they? Well, I could put a spread to that, but I've already been sitting here for approximately 3-4 hours. Let's find the last card and give you a shaman card. You also have King of Cups here, Seer of Water. So someone here, they are interested, they have your attention in love. So and that could be the tower moment, because it could come as a shock to you. All right. When it comes to Libra, someone with Libra property, you might want to just keep some distance for some time, okay? So let's just overtext, my tone is so often misread and misunderstood. That's why I thought talk. Yeah. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. This is often how I think Aquarius, like you have these beautiful metallic colors. My last superheroes that I made yesterday, I give them this metallic, like snake scales, you know, beautiful. Tantas mascaras, ello auténtico. It's very important that you stay authentic. Let's see. Of course, they have to be in Spanish, so some of them are, I don't know. Maybe I know 50% Spanish, I don't know. Buzo de aguas profundas. This was someone else getting the other day, so this is connected to the, you know, go swimming. This was Libra also, go swimming. Be with water. Water is healing. And so for some of you, I highly suspect you will be dehydrated. This water here is filled with electrolytes, just to brag, like a Leo. El Amado. Amado. Paolo, isn't that a lover or something? Well, it's a heart here. It's exception radical. 2, the number 2, and 2, and we have 2, and we have 2, and we have a lot of 2 again today. My heart is on fire. Ooh, you have love and passion coming in for you. It seems like your heart is going to burn, darling. Oh, and if you're going to the Psytrance Festival, there will be plenty of mushrooms. Of course. I meant those, you know, like we put on pizza, you know, food, restaurants. Row your boat. Anyway, when I see this this card, in Spanish we call them las hadas. Las hadas. El poder de la comunidad. You have the skill to communicate with nature, with beings, aliens, with animals, with a tree, because they're all conscious beings, and you know how to communicate with them. And this is what I love with Aquarius, that your world is magical. And when you just remove that Saturn planet just a little bit to the side and let Uranus come in and do its work, you're electric. You're the lightning, you know. And again, he's back here. And what is 2-2, right? Reminding me, do not wear a false mask. And what do you know? The galactic seat, the divine matrix. 24 equals 6. Love again. Gemini energy. So yeah. Oh my god, that is so beautiful. Sueño de invierno. And there's something about you in winter. Dreams of the winter. These cards are super beautiful. So we have the polar bear twice, and then we have dreams about the winter. So maybe there is something for you. Maybe it's Svalbard, the polar bear. And the winter can be, you see like it's got this ice cast here. There is an apology here, like we talked a little bit about earlier. Okay, we have butterflies here, transformation, pansexual affinity. So I think a lot of the stress, you can get rid of it. But some people, they won't apologize to you because they don't see that they have done anything wrong, understand that they have done anything wrong. They simply won't verify that. And so you're just going to have to accept that. I don't know what you're talking about, right? So, and that goes both ways. You know, we owe many people an apology. I owe many people an apology. I have been open in social media and said I apologize to all of those of you who I have harmed unintentionally and intentionally, where there clearly has been unfair, you know, because I know that my tongue is sharp. I know I can be at master at offending people, degrading people. If you piss me off, I have strong Libra. The tongue is a sword, the poisonous tongue from a Scorpio. I know I can come out as very rude. I know I've been hurting people. I know I've been scaring people. And I know I've been cold. And this is our shadow side. That is what they talk about. Integrate it. We need it to balance the scales. However, don't let the black wolf run loose. You need to be the alpha in your pack. So you have a black wolf, you have a white wolf. You need to take well care of them both. It's not about killing the black wolf. It's not about killing the ego. It's about treating everything with love and care. Thank you very much, Aquarius, for coming. And welcome back to my channel. This channel is a little bit different because I'm a traveler and nomadic full time. So the activity is a little bit as depending on my situation, where I am, and so forth and so forth. Thank you so much, Tim, for being here, and Asha, thank you so much for stopping by. So thank you. So we are done with Aquarius. Tomorrow, hopefully, there will be time for either the fire signs or the signs. Anyway, they are coming up. Okay? I tell myself each time, be short, be short. No, I'm not fast and I can't be short. Okay, I love you so much, everyone, and catch you on the flip side. And if you're a Leo and we have Paulo also as your hair, perhaps we will go for that. See you guys soon. All my love from Kathmandu.